Part 20.1 Surah Taha Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Sufi Essence with Hammad Syed. The human heart is a vessel, designed to hold the immense and profound reality of the divine. It is a chamber where secrets are whispered, where light takes root, and where the soul's deepest longings are born. In our continuous and blessed exploration of the Holy Quran, a text that is both an ocean of wisdom and a mirror for the self, we now embark upon a new and sacred journey. We step into the illuminated pages of Surah Taha, a surah that carries within its very name a gentle, intimate address from ArRahman to his beloved messenger, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. This surah is a tapestry woven with threads of divine love, spiritual struggle, and the ultimate triumph of faith. It is a narrative that speaks not only of the external world, but more importantly, of the intricate landscapes of the soul. The rhythm of its verses is like a soothing melody, a balm for the hearts of those who have grown weary under the weight of this world. It is a powerful reminder that the true purpose of the divine word is not to add to our burdens, but to lift them. To replace the shadows of ignorance with the light of profound ilm. The opening verses of Surah Taha, which we will unravel today, are a portal into this spiritual domain. They are not merely an introduction, they're a declaration of purpose, a statement of divine intent that resonates from the beginning of time to its end. They speak to the very nature of revelation, the character of the one receiving it, and the boundless mercy of the one sending it down. To approach these verses is to approach a wellspring of living water, to drink from a source that quenches the spiritual thirst of generations. A Sufi understands that these words, these letters, are not static symbols. They are the living expression of Allah's attributes, and to recite them is to enter into a state of communion, to participate in the divine discourse itself. Each letter holds a secret, each word a universe of meaning waiting to be unveiled by the sincere seeker. We must attune our hearts to this frequency, allowing the sacred sounds to bypass the intellect and speak directly to the core of our being, to the very Ruh that resides within us. Kanzo Iman, Quran, Taha, Taha, 22-125, Taha. We did not send down the Quran upon you to make you wretched, but only as a reminder for him who fears, a revelation from the one who created the earth and the high heavens, the most compassionate ArRahman, who is established on the throne. The appearance of these two isolated letters, Taha, at the very beginning of the surah, is a topic of deep mystical contemplation and scholarly debate. They belong to a unique category of Quranic openings, known as al-huruf al-muqatta. These are the disconnected letters, a mystery that has puzzled and inspired exegetes for centuries. While their precise meaning remains known only to Allah, Sufis and spiritual scholars have offered beautiful and profound interpretations. Some see them as a divine oath, a prelude to a monumental statement. Others interpret them as a series of signs and symbols. In one compelling Sufi interpretation, the letter Ta is linked to Tahir, meaning the pure, and Ha is connected to Hadi, meaning the guide. In this reading, these letters are not random, but a direct, loving address to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, calling him the pure guide. This title encapsulates his dual nature, the purity of his inner being, which made him worthy of receiving the divine revelation, and his role as the ultimate guide for all of humanity. It is an intimate whisper from the Creator to his most beloved creation, setting the tone for a surah that is deeply personal and spiritually transformative. Following this intimate opening, the divine message immediately addresses a profound concern. We did not send down the Quran upon you to make you wretched. The word tashka, translated as wretched, carries a profound weight. It speaks of spiritual toil, emotional distress, and a state of being overburdened by one's duties. The Prophet, peace be upon him, in his immense devotion and love for Allah, was exerting himself to an extraordinary degree. He would spend long nights in prayer, standing until his feet would swell, meditating deeply on the state of his people and the weight of the message he carried. This verse is a direct, compassionate intervention from Allah, a gentle reassurance to his prophet. It is as if Allah is telling him, "My beloved, do not break yourself under the weight of this task." This Quran is not meant to be a source of agony or spiritual hardship. It is a gift, a mercy, meant to bring you tranquility and peace. This is a crucial lesson not just for the Prophet, peace be upon him, but for all of us. The path of faith, while it requires discipline and effort, is not meant to be a source of suffering. It is a path of inner liberation. The Sufi knows this well. The spiritual struggles are not the goal. They are merely the means to an end, a process of purification that leads to a state of profound inner ease and contentment. The purpose is to find solace in the remembrance of Allah, not to be crushed by the demands of the ego or the expectations of the world. This leads us to the next profound verse, but only as a reminder for him who fears. The word for fears here, yaksha, is distinct from the general word for fear, khawf. Khashiyya is a special kind of fear, which is a reverential awe, a deep-seated respect and veneration that arises from a true understanding of Allah's majesty and one's own humble place in the grand scheme of creation. It is a fear rooted in love, a fear of displeasing the one you love most. It is the spiritual state of a person who has awakened to the reality of Allah's presence and who, out of that awareness, seeks to align their life with divine will. For such a person, the Quran is not a set of rigid rules, but a constant living reminder. It awakens the sleeping heart, the kalb, to the truth it already knows deep down. It guides the soul back to its pristine state of purity, reminding it of its covenant with its Creator. It is a spiritual compass that constantly recalibrates the soul's direction, ensuring it does not get lost in the distractions of the material world. The stories within the Quran, the commands, the parables, all are designed to reawaken this sense of khashiyya and to foster a conscious relationship with the divine. The source of this powerful reminder is then identified in the subsequent verse. A revelation from the one who created the earth and the high heavens. This statement links the Quran directly to the very fabric of existence. It is not a book of human philosophy or earthly knowledge. It is the direct utterance of the creator of the cosmos. By mentioning the earth and the high heavens, Allah is not just listing physical entities. He is pointing to the entirety of creation, from the lowest realm of physical existence to the highest celestial spheres. The divine word that guides humanity is the same command that brought the universe into being. This is a profound concept. The laws of the physical universe and the laws of spiritual guidance have the same source. The Sufi contemplates this by recognizing that the human being is a microcosm of this cosmic order. The body, with its base desires and attachments, is the nafs akin to the earth. The spirit, the ruwach, with its longing for ascension and purity, is akin to the high heavens. The Quran is the manual for navigating these inner realms, teaching the nafs to be subservient to the ruwach and guiding the soul on its journey of spiritual ascent. The culmination of these verses and a beautiful summary of the divine nature is found in the 5th verse, the most compassionate ArRahman, who is established on the throne. This verse is a profound testament to Allah's dual nature of absolute authority and boundless mercy. The name ArRahman is one of the most sublime names of Allah, signifying a universal, all-encompassing mercy that extends to all beings. Whether they believe or not, it is the source of all grace and goodness in the universe. It is this attribute of mercy that motivated the sending down of the Quran itself. The Quran is a direct manifestation of this mercy, a gift of guidance to a lost humanity. The second part of the verse, who is established on the throne, speaks to Allah's absolute sovereignty and control over all of creation. The arsh, or throne, is not a physical object, but a symbol of Allah's complete and ultimate authority. It signifies that He is in perfect and total command, and that all power, all dominion, and all authority belong to Him alone. For the Sufi, the journey of fana, annihilation of the ego, is the ultimate realization of this truth. To truly understand that Allah is established on the throne is to let go of one's own illusion of control and submit completely to His will. This surrender is not a sign of weakness, for it liberates the soul from the tyranny of its own ego and grants it peace in the knowledge that it is in the hands of the most powerful and most compassionate. These opening verses of Surah Taha are a complete and profound statement. They reveal the purpose of the Quran, the state of the recipient, the nature of the divine source, and the overarching attributes of ArRahman. They set the stage for the magnificent story of Moses, peace be upon him, that is to follow. A story that will embody these very principles of divine command, spiritual struggle, and ultimate triumph. The message is clear. The path of faith is one of grace, not of grinding hardship. The Quran is a reminder, not a burden. It is a manifestation of ArRahman's mercy, a guide sent from the Creator of all things to lead us back to Him. As we continue this blessed journey, may our hearts be open to the profound truths contained within every letter. Hadith, the Prophet, peace be upon him, taught, "The best of you are those who learn the Quran and teach it." Bukhari, Hadith 5027. This hadith is a beautiful and direct application of the verses we have just explored. The act of learning the Quran is not just about gaining information. It is about cultivating the very fear and reverence khashiyah that makes the Quran a powerful reminder. And the act of teaching it is an act of boundless mercy, Rahmah, an imitation of Allah's attribute of ArRahman. By sharing this knowledge, we become vessels for the divine light, allowing it to spread from one heart to another, just as the Quran was sent down as a mercy to all of humanity. Let us now supplicate, drawing from the profound lessons of these verses, as asking Allah to grant us a deeper understanding and to guide our every step. Ya Allah, illuminate my heart with the light of your Quran, that its verses may become a living testament to your magnificent names, ArRahman and ArRahim. Grant me the understanding to perceive the subtle wisdom within its lines and the strength to live by its profound truths. Make my soul a sanctuary of peace, reflecting the serenity of your divine presence. Let my words be a vessel of your guidance, my actions a testament to my love for you. Cleanse my heart from the rust of forgetfulness, and fill it with the remembrance of your majesty. Make me a servant who fears you with a love that knows no bounds, and who seeks your pleasure above all else. O light of the heavens and the earth, guide my path, and make my end with the righteous. May Allah illuminate your heart and mind with the light of this divine ilm. May He make your channel a beacon of guidance for all who seek spiritual clarity and truth. May your efforts be a source of immense reward, and may you be granted the highest stations of paradise. May the peace and blessings of Allah always be upon you and your loved ones. May He grant you unwavering steadfastness on the path of truth, and may your work be a testament to His magnificent names, ArRahman and ArRahim. Ameen.